the sneaky Crimson. Hello, Crimson. Let me just have this piece of... How are we doing today? I think I might emerge now, because... Wait, no, that one. This one. Because, Crimson, I got something I think you really love. I don't mind the fact I just reorganized my boxes. I want to do National Dex order. But I got something that you'll be jealous of. I got a shiny Virizion. And I also need to update my shiny dex count. Because I've also just learned that you can actually get the Hisuian forms for Gudra, Sliggoo, and Avalugg in this game. So I need to add an extra 3 onto the total. And my latest shiny happened to just be a Gibble. I literally just now got a shiny Gibble. So, I'm just going to quickly add that to the list. Boop. Yep, there we go. Shiny Gibble. So... Yep, so they're all in the National Pokédex order. I even got a Aura as well. I've been doing quite a bit of shiny hunting. Now it's time to count up my tally. Tally up what I've got, and so Shiny Dex Mega, that's still only at 3. The Hisuian forms, I'm counting those as base game. Because it's for the base form Pokemon, okay. Okay, so we have the Venusaur line, Charmander, the Blastoise line, the Beedrill line, the Pidgeot line, Arbok, Pikachu and Raichu, Clefairy and Clefable, the Abra family, the Machop family, the Bellsprout family, Slowpoke and Slowbro, the Gengar family, Onix, Kangaskhan, the Starmie family, Scyther, Pinsir, Magikarp and Gyarados, Eevee, Dragonite. So that's 42 Kanto shinies. I tried going for another Dratini, because the Space Distortion I was just in also had Dratini, but I had more luck with Gibble, funny enough. So, Shoto Pokemon, Chikorita family, Totodile family, Spinarak family, Pichu, Cleffa, Mareep family, the Eevees, Slowking, Steelix, Scizor, Heracross, Delibird, Skarmory, Houndour and Houndoom, Tyranitar, Gardevoir, Sableye and Mawile, Aron family, Metatype family. Make sure I'm actually not muted. Okay. Yeah, good. The Manectric family, Roselia, Carvana family, Camerupt family, Spoink. Oh yeah, because this is National Dex order. Ooh, I probably. Ooh, maybe I should like combine everything into one now. So if I add an extra 132 onto what I've already got, so that makes that 378. That's 378 Pokemon, including form changes that we can actually shiny hunt. Right? So Spoink, Otaria and Swablu, Shuppet and Bayonet, Absol, Snorunt and Glalie, Bagon, Shelgon and Salamence, Beldum, Metang and Metagross, Budew and Brisraid, Baneri and Lopunny, Gibble, Garchomp, Riolu and Lucario, Hippowdon and Hippowdon, Snova and Abomasnow, Gallade, Froslass, Rotom in its base form, Tepig, Pignite and Emboar, Patrat and Watchog, all 6 of the monkeys, so that gets it to 22, Drillbur and Excadrill, Audino, Venipede, Whirlipede and Scolipede, Sandile, Krokorok and Crocodile, Scraggy, which is also another one I got, and Scrafty, Trubbish and Garbodor, Vanillite, Vanillish and Vanillux, Emolga, Electros, Litwick, Lampent, and Chandelure. Litwick and Lampent are actually my 2 last shinies for the Shiny Showdown. Stunfisk, Virizion, who I can add to the list now, Chestnut, Delphox, Greninja, Bunnelby and Diggersby, Fletchling, Fletchinder and Talonflame, Scatterbug, Spupa and Vivian, Litleo, male and female Pyroar, so that will be 9, Flabebe, Floette and Florges. I'm not counting form changes that are just the texture has changed or the size of the model has changed. The actual model must be different for me to qualify it as a form change. Like the Furfroos, they're all form changes. They actually have different models. 64 for Skiddo and Gogoat. 6 for Pancham and Pangaro. There's an extra 10 for all the Furfroos. 3 more for the Espers. 3 more for the Honedge family. 4 more for the Fairies. Inkay and Malamar. Binacle and Barbaracle. Dragalge. Clauncher and Clawitzer. Heliolisk. Tyrant and Amora. Sylveon. Palucha. Dedenne. Carbink. Gumi. Sliggoo. And now that it's been confirmed on Cerebi, you can get the Hisuian variants of Sliggoo, Goodra, and Avalugg in 5-star Hyperspace zones. And there's Goodra, Klefki, Trevenant, Puppaboo and Gorgeist, Avalugg, Noibat and Noivern, Drampa, Phalanx, and Flamigo. And Shiny Dex Mega, I can just remove that now. So now I have 213 out of 378 shinies. So my goal, before the next mainline Pokemon game releases, is to get all 387 of those shinies. And I'm not doing it in like the game's dex order, I'm doing it in national dex order. Which is why they're organized a little bit differently. I thought I might as well fuse the Pokedexes together. Okay, so... yeah, the special scans, they're an absolute nightmare. So, I was trying to get a Wild Zone from them, and I got 4 Battle Zones in a row. And that's bad if you're trying to complete the Pokedex. I haven't even seen Frigibax yet. I haven't even seen the Hisuian forms yet. I need to see another Rotom so I can get all of them. Because I think with my next Rotom hunt, I'm probably going to use Earthquake just to knock them all out. As long as there's no Fan Rotom then, I don't need to knock it out with an Ice Punch. So that's got the Aggron family and the Goomy family. That's got Morpeko, but again, I want to try and focus on the shinies from the base game first. Capsicid, that's DLC. Got all those ones. I don't have Starly yet, but still DLC. 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 I mean, there's a chance Galarian Stunfisk could be there. Why does he have to be so loud? Got all those. Got those. Right, I'm gonna do a re-roll then. Because I also need to get all my points to 25k so I can set up another 5-star den. Not even a den, but distortions. Is there something on my glasses? Hold on. Something. Was enough? Yep, I think that should be okay. Alright, what we got now? Bostiff, Mastiff, Cubone. What's this Mega? It is Frostlass, so I'll probably be able to use Absol Z to absolutely obliterate that. Ooh! This one's got Gibble, Gabite, and Dragonair. Now that's one I could do. I do have a Sparkling Dragon Power donut. So I was going to use it for shiny hunting the Lattes, but I realized it's going to take an absolutely long time before I can get one of those again. So I'm going to heal so I can create my backup save. Okay. Now saving, that means the backup save is now there. And also, if I come across a Mimikyu, I'm going to shiny hunt that immediately. Because I have a side quest, which I need to catch another Mimikyu. So that'll be fun. Alright, this one, that's all types. I need specifically Dragon because it's... Oh, it's the top. The Sparkling Power Dragon level 3. This also means I'm probably going to get the shiny quest. There's going to be a guaranteed shiny, more than likely. And this is why I made the backup save. Because if I go in again, I can re-roll the shiny. If I load the backup save. Because I don't need another Sliggoo. I have enough. I already have the main family. If it was Hisuian, I would have taken it. But it's not the Hisuian form, so I don't want it. There we go. And now, I probably should have saved the pin. We're gonna go there again. We're gonna use the Sparkling Donut, and hopefully the first horde is of a shiny we actually need. So either a Dratini, a Dragonair, a Gibble, or a Gabite. Not a Goomy or a Sliggoo. I already have those. That looks like a Gabite over there. See, look, shiny Gabite. I told you. Rerolling works. So now... funny enough, my Gibble family is now done. Originally one of the hardest ones to complete in the game. I've completed thanks to the DLC. I do need to finish the Dratini family now. Oh. Oh no, Dragonair is skittish. Okay. I didn't think Dragonair was skittish of all things. So yeah, there we go. That's another shiny. I should probably add it to the list. Hey! Ah, that... I do still need to get the Dratinis, though. I don't mind that I used my Sparkling Sandwich on that. Oh, I keep saying sandwich. Flipping Scarlet and Violet lingo. Okay, I need to switch to Gardevoir. Okay. Okay. Getting rid of these. And the one down here. There we go. Now I just need to find the golden ball. It's up here somewhere? In the sky? No. Oh, there it is. Over there. Hopefully I should get a decent amount of berries from there. And Colbur, Shillen, Colbur. Okay, I got Tanga Berry, so that's good. Seems like the new good way to shiny hunt for obviously shiny Pokemon is to have Carbon Berries and Tanga Berries, because they can boost you up to 5 stars rather than Chople and Orca Berries. Also, update this. This needs to be a Gabite now. Let me just go into my boxes. Would you look at that? There we go. Shiny Gabite. And this changes to 214. And now I would just keep warp resetting. I mean, yeah, there's a very good chance that I could get a shiny Gibble or Gabite. And Goomies in the map. I don't know where any of the Dratinis are. I think I've despawned all of them. Maybe it'd be better if I actually just waited around a little bit for the Dratini to spawn back in. Because I think I did make all of them run away. Oh! That was actually a pretty good save. Two spawned at once over there. But from what I've learned, just two at once isn't gonna cut it. Wait, is there some more? Oh, there's some down here as well. Oh! Okay. Let me restart then. So I saved right before the Dratini spawned in at the back. I think it was about maybe 10-15 seconds, and then the next batch spawned in. So if I can get the pink lizard to show up, then that'd be nice. I mean, normally I wouldn't consider it being 2 at once, but since I've got further boosted shiny odds... Oh. Then it should hopefully show up a bit quicker. Oh, I just saved over them, didn't I? Right, you know what? Run! Run! Get out of here! Alright. So yeah, it's only going to be 2 at once, but... Again, because I've got level 3 shiny shiny donut powers, then it should show up quicker. From what I've heard, what I've seen, even, I think it's 7 extra rerolls with the shiny shell, plus level 3. And also the guaranteed shiny. So if I can manage to get myself a Dratini and Dragonair, I think that'll be the majority of the pseudo-legendary family lines done. I think besides Frigibax, because that one's eluding me, then I should be somewhat okay. So, yeah, I just need the Dratini family, and I just finished the Gibble family. Oh no, it was the Hisuian Gudra family I still need to get. That'll take a long time, because I need to find a 5-star distortion that specifically has them in it. And it seems like Aerodactyl is also exclusive to 5 stars, from what I've seen, unless there is actually a 4-star that does have Aerodactyl. God, now I need to have a look. Now Cerebi has actually included... Yep, spawn locations. Rock types. So there can be Onyx, Carbink, Larvitar, Onyx Binacle Larvitar, Onyx Binacle Tyrant, Onyx Lairon Amora, Necly Binacle Carbink, Necly Onyx Tyrant, Necly Onyx Amora, Knucklestack Onyx Carbink, Knucklestack Binacle Carbink, Glimmet Carbink Larvitar. Oh, this is 4 stars. Okay, sorry, I'm 4 stars. I was doing all the lower ones. No, yeah, it looks like Aerodactyl is exclusive to 5 stars, and it has to be a rock type in order for it to show up. Yeah, I might as well sell all of my fossils now, because they literally serve no purpose to me anymore. I don't have to revive fossils to get them as shiny. I could just find them in the wild. I mean, maybe I could keep my old efforts, since it seems like Aerodactyl is still going to be a nightmare to find. It all really depends on my RNG, because it's all predetermined. It's not RNG, it's just predetermined. I mean, it probably is RNG and predetermination all at the same time, which would suck, because we can't even control it. We can't even re-roll what we get. I'm trying to save right before they spawn back in. I mean, I could just not save and then... Maybe I should save now. Huh? That was just a beauty. Yeah, I don't have a timer up, so I don't know how long they're going to take to respawn. Surely sometime soon. Even if it's just one. I want to get something else out of this sandwich donut power. Okay, there we go. It was actually pretty close. I do want to get a non-guaranteed shiny from this donut power. Because I was originally planning to use this on Latios and Latias. I'll have to just make another one by the time it comes around to hunting them. Oh, but also, with Shiny Verizia, I had to sacrifice a Shiny Sork. I actually had to sacrifice one. I got that looking for Verizon, and I had to sacrifice it. Otherwise, I would have lost my Sparkling Donut. And the whole distortion. So, let me just get the shiny rolls up. Shut up with AI mode. I don't care. Yep. So, Sparkling Power level 3 with the Shiny Charm. The odds are 1 in 585. Those are the best odds you can get in this game now. 1 in 585. I was close to what I originally predicted. I thought it was going to be 1 in 512. But 1 in 585, that's still incredible odds. And since it's easier to get the Shiny Charm now, thanks to DLC side missions and tasks, literally a lot easier to get that done now. And normally I wouldn't do soft reset hunts with only 2 Pokemon spawning in. But since I have Sparkling Power level 3, I'm a bit more willing to give it a try. So it's like 300 calories left in this distortion. I need to get something else out of it. Then after we've done this, getting either Dratini or Dragonair, whichever one decides to show up, then I guess I need to grind out some berries. Because I need to get more Hubban berries and more Tanga berries, since those are now the best berries. I think I might just barely have enough to create another one. Another Sparkling Donut. I'll check after I get this lizard. Oh, hello, Chiaki. Hello. How you do? How you do? How you do today, Chiaki? Oh yeah, Chiaki. I don't think I showed you what shiny I got. I got this one. This is the one I got. Thankfully, I was actually able to get a legendary, and I was even able to shiny hunt it, and it was really quick. And somehow, despite only having 1 catch arrow, I managed to catch it in a quick ball. I know not... not the most appealing Pokeball for Virizion, because I think a Dream Ball probably would have been better. But in my defense, there wasn't much time left on the donut power, so I have to be quick about it. And right now, I'm just trying to get a Dratini, because I have a level 3 Dragon Sparkling power enabled. I want to try and get more use out of it before the distortion ends. I got a guaranteed shiny goodbye. It was originally a Sliggoo, so I just re-rolled. I loaded up my backup save, and then it changed what spawn it would be. Because I already have a regular shiny Sliggoo. If it was a Hisuian Sliggoo, I wouldn't have minded that. Because you can't actually shiny hunt Hisuian, Sliggoo, Goodra, and Avalugg in this game. You just have to find the right distortion. But believe me, as soon as I find them, they're going to be my next hunt. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, Virizion was a pain for me to find as well. Like, by the time I found it, there was like 10 seconds left on the counter. And I had to try the runaway method I was using. I was near the warp ring, and then running towards some throw that were in the way. And then walking back to the grass, to the throw, literally grass to throw. And I phased a few times. I had 4 different phases before I finally got Virizion. Sork, Pansage, Simisage, and then Harlucha. And only then did I finally get Virizion. Obviously, I had to reset a few times because running takes up a lot of the calorie timer. I'm hoping it won't take too long for the other legendaries. But just the fact that I can shiny out the legendaries at all is a massive encouragement. Because if all of them were shiny locked again, I would have been so annoyed. But at this point, I would have been like, oh, that's just expected at that point. Yeah, sure, a good amount of the legendaries and mythicals are shiny locked. But at least you can hunt some of them. It's progress. And that's progress as well. That's a shiny Dratini. Okay. There we go. We just got a shiny Dratini. Look at that. Another shiny Dratini to add to the collection. Now where is... Okay, it literally just goes there. We got a shiny Dratini. Okay, so this changes to Dratini. And it will stay as a Dratini. And this will bump up to 215. Right. I don't think there's anything else I can really do here. I can't do another reset method. There's not enough time left. As much as I'd love to get another Dratini or Dragonair. That'll be it for this zone. Yep. Yeah, of course, everything's in their Pokédex order, so some evolution families might be a bit split up. If I really want to at some point just do regional dex order again, I can always do that. I was even tempted to do it earlier, but then I thought, why not? I did National Dex order for my Scarlet and Violet Living Dex, although that one was a Living Form Dex. Or rather, Living Final Form Dex. This time it's literally all of them. That Alolan Raichu is going to be a pain, but I'm hoping I'll have a Sparkling Power Donut by then. Also, let's have a look at my berries. Oh yeah, I've got some Safari Balls as well. Prism Scales. Oh, I've got enough Mega Shots. Should probably buy another one of those drives. But I do still need to get that Genesect. I think I've just got to buy all the drives from him, and then he'll just... somehow... I'll encounter Genesect. Okay, I'll get the Shock Drive next. And... I guess I'll buy the Sing TM. Okay. Alright, I need to... look at my list. Yep, so let's buy 2 drives. And... there's the Sing TM. I don't know who would do that. Because Sing is kind of useless. Oh, it's berries I need to look at. 2 Hobbenberries, 3 Tangerberries, 2 Chockle, 1 Orchid. So, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, I think I've got just barely enough to try and make 1 Sparkling Power Donut. The arenas for Groudon and Kyogre look stunning. Yeah, they really do. I wish I'd taken screenshots. Right, so I'll heal just to make my backup save. And let's make a Sparkling Power all-type donut. Because I think I've just barely got enough berries to make one. Okay, so 2 Hobbenberries, 3 Tangerberries, 2 Choppleberries, 1 Okaberry. So I can't wait to make the 5-star. But there is a good chance I could get level 2 all types for Sparkling Power. And I got Sparkling Power Ice level 2. If it's all types, then I'll take it, but I don't want to have a specific type yet. Because if I have all types, I don't have to worry about which zone I get to. I don't have to have a type specific for a zone. And, I don't know, it's like switching topics crazily, but tomorrow, supposedly Five Nights at Freddy's Secret of the Mimic is releasing on Switch. I really hope they consider the Switch 2 with a free upgrade. Like, probably not. But I don't care. Because I'll finally be able to play the game, because my PC version refused to play, so... there's a good chance that tomorrow we might be doing Secret of the Mimic. Well, that's not it. So I'll get 1 more Sparkling Power Donut. But it needs to be level 2 all types. If only they just gave us an option to remove autosave. Because then we wouldn't have to rely on backup saves at all. Two Hobbenberries, 3 Tangerberries, 2 Chockle, 1 Oka. Oh, that's good, but it's not the one I want. If it's going to be level 3, I prefer it to be all types. And, although then again, I could have actually just used that. Okay, but actually, I could probably just save this, actually. Sparky Power, Psychic level 3. I can actually just save that for the Lattes. But it's only level 4, and I don't get the massive level 200 boost. But it can give a massive shiny boost to the Lattes when I finally encounter them. So for now, let's make some other donuts. Okay. Just want to make a few extra pamphlets. Now I feel like I need to buy some donuts at some point, because this really makes me hungry. Even though I've just barely eaten, I kind of want some more. Oh, I don't know. I kind of want some donuts. Okay. Okay, let's go to this one. I think doing this should work. I need to put Absol on my team. So Meganium, no. Definitely gonna try and have Absol. So against a Mega Frostlass, Mega Absol Z is an absolute beast. Plus, I can also boost my my Hyperspace point count to like 10k. Okay, I'll just do this one because it gives me 99 levels. Ow. That's the one thing I hate. It keeps teleporting every time I try with. No! Ah! Nice slash. Shadow Claw. And knock off. Then we Mega Revolve. See what I mean? Absol Z is overpowered at this. I can just bam super effective attacks. Ah. There we go. So Absol Z is the perfect counter for Mega Frostlass. Just because you can spam super effective Dark and Ghost attacks. Okay. Oh, got a Tanga Berry. Okay, good. Okay. I'll have a look through all these, see if there's anything I need. Anything I don't have from the base game. All those. Okay, I do see Ekans there. I do need an Ekans. Ah, it's on the... Is it on the roof building? Or the... Wait, no, actually... The roof building? What? The building's roof? What? I don't... No, it's not. It's just hiding behind here. So it's only level 1. So I'll just use one of my weakest donuts, just so I've got a lot of survey time. So fingers crossed, the Horde of Ekans is more than 2. Are they down there? I heard Ekans. Is Ekans down here, maybe? Aha! Found them! So now I just need to knock them all out at once. Okay. So I didn't quite knock them out all at once, but I think that's at least 3 or 4 at once. I think it was 3 at once, but the 4th one was just barely close enough to probably be counted. And looks like the calories are moving so slow that they're basically just seconds now. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it doesn't take too long to get the seconds. And I don't think there's anything else in this zone I want to shiny hunt besides just the Ekans. So once I catch the Ekans, I'll complete all the tasks, then move on to another area, see if I can find a different shiny. Ugh. Because I think the only thing that sucks about going for the 5-star distortions is that you can't re-roll them. Sure, you could get some good rare items from specific trainers, because I managed to get some Safari Balls, and I'd say it's possible you could get Beast Balls. Because I'm pretty sure I saw Austin John Plays actually try and use a Beast Ball, so I assume Beast Balls are now usable in this game. Like, legitimately. And if I do get any, I'll see if I can use any. We'll move back just a tiny bit. Just so I've got a bit more space to see the Ekans when they spawn in. Thinking, when it comes to a Alolan Raichu, I think I need to have a Sparkling Power level 3 donut ready for it. Because the problem with the Alolan Raichu, it doesn't have a guaranteed horde spawn. It has a chance to spawn in a Raichu horde. So there's a good chance that a Alolan Raichu might not even show up. So if I'm going to a distortion that has Alolan Raichu, I need to go in there with a Sparkling Power level 3 donut. Either Psychic... Actually, no, Psychic would probably be the best, actually. Because that way it won't overlap with all the other electric types. Oh, wait. I already have one of those. Alright, I guess I just need to look out for an Alolan Raichu distortion then, because I already have a level 3 Psychic Donut. Oh! That was actually good then! Otherwise I would have saved on top of the Ekans. Oh my gosh. I didn't see what calories they spawned in at, though. Right. What did they spawn in on? Oh, I'll have my sip of water in just a sec. Ow! Three, two... Where? 4.3, 42, 41... Where are they? Okay, okay. So I suppose like 5 at once. Right, let me have my sip of water. Okay, I have to wait a little bit for all of them to spawn in, but yeah, that's about 5 Ekans. I should get this shiny Ekans really quickly. And actually, I think thanks to Hyperspace, I no longer need to do any AFK hunts. Just the respawn and reset method. Which is more muscle memory than anything else. No more AFK tower, I'm completely done with that. Anything that would have been in that area anyway, I already have as shiny. So I don't need to do it anyway. No more AFK teleporter methods. And I refuse to use a macro controller, because in my eyes, that's just cheating. Because you're just having a program do it for you. I mean, sure, if it's your own inputs, but it still doesn't feel right, because what's the point in doing it if you're just gonna have the gameplay itself? I'd rather play the game. But yeah, my next hunt, like my next major hunt, I mean, when it comes to the legendaries, I obviously want to finish the Swords of Justice first, since I do have Shiny Virizion now. At least it was a fitting reward after having to go with the suffering of 4 battle zones in a row through special scans. And then I get a legendary zone. Which, again, I'm more than happy with a legendary zone. As long as it's something that adds to my Pokédex, or something I still need the shiny of. So there's a 5-star rock type one, which is basically the spawn zone of fossil Pokemon. So I might see if I can have a rock type level 3 sparkling donut by then. Just so I can try and guarantee an Aerodactyl. Because it could be a Mora, it could be a Tyrant, but preferably I'd want it to be an Aerodactyl. Because with Amora and Aerodactyl, I mean Amora and Tyrant, I can get them in the weaker zones. So I don't have to worry about those two as much. But Aerodactyl is exclusive to 5 stars for some reason. Probably because it has a Mega Evolution. That's probably why it's pushed away to 5 stars. We got it already! We got the shiny Ekans already! Can I throw my ball like you? Thank you! Hey! I caught an Ekans in a Safari Ball. Now let's grab a look at it. Shiny Ekans in probably the best Pokeball for a green Pokemon. I was trying to throw the ball at it, but they kept attacking me, making me lose my focus. Alright, so latest shiny, that needs to change to Sneck. Oh, I actually have that one renamed, so I can just search it up. Yeah, I had to rename all the sprites in my home decks stream assets, because for some reason they didn't actually have the Pokemon on there. Like, I couldn't just search the names, I kept having to scroll through them because they just had the code names. So it's harder to look for them. Right, now I can boost this to 216. My Schneck. Right, all the way back here. Wait, where is it? Where's Arbok? Oh, there's Arbok. There we go! And that's the first Pokemon I've caught in a Safari Ball here. I think because it was in such a weak zone, it was able to catch so easily. Okay. I'll go to this box so it's not mixing up my shinies. I need to catch 2 Bellsprout. Very good, and then I'll release them because they don't deserve a place in my box. And, you know, while I'm here, I might as well give Kyogre and Groudon their orbs. Wait, where are the orbs? Oh no, they're going to be in held items because they're not Mega Stones. Give an item to hold. The red orb. There we go. Yeah, funny enough. What was I going to say? Something about the orbs? I forgot what I was going to say now. Damn. Oh, Zubat's up here! I do need 3 of those. Oh, one of them was an alpha. I couldn't tell because I didn't see its eyes. Well, the eyes it doesn't even have. Ow. Right, we switch to Swampert. Then destroy boulders. Supposedly more boulders? Oh, here they are. And get that. Right, there we go. Now I need to find the bonus ball. And I found the bonus ball. Right, what does it have? Just some basic hyper berries. Alright, there we go. We got shiny Ekans. So, geez, we're an hour in already. I've gotten 3 shinies so far. Alright, so if I look at my collection, I think Charmander should be my next priority. And then maybe a Alolan Raichu. Because there's quite a few in here I still need to get. I need to get all of the Meowth family. I think the Jigglypuff and Wigglytuff I still need to get. Zubat and Golbat as well. I think Charmander and Alolan Raichu are going to be my next priorities. Oh, lost Pokeballs? Just an Ultra Ball, okay. And there's also a side quest. I mentioned this before, but there's a side quest that you have to pay a million Pokédollars for a coffee. And I think it's probably the biggest scam possible. I hope that in the quest, she just refunds all of our money. Because it's not worth the rewards that we're given. Alright, there's Fennekin. I do need some Fennekin, but I want to focus on Charmander. If I can. No. There's Pikachu and Pichu, but I think Alolan Raichu only spawns in the 4 stars. Huh? About what? About what, huh? What did I say? Golbat? No. 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 Oh, it's Cleavor. Cleavor's a good one, but that's not till way later. I want to focus on the base game stuff first. Shriddle? Nope, okay, reset. Hey, Crusher, what did I say? Huh? Okay. Pichu and Pikachu. Again, it needs to be 3 or 4 stars, I think. That? Which Mega is that? Oh wait, I think it might be Mega Mawile? Maybe? There's Crabrola. There's Golett. That's got Morpeko. This one. Nope. Oh, Alolan Marowak. Yeah, I think that's proof that Alolan Raichu is in the 4 stars. What's this one? Corviknight and Cyclizar. Right, let's see what we got now. Okay, yeah, so I'm only going to look for 4-star electric types. I mean, I could also look for 2-star fire types for Charmander. Whichever decides it wants to shine first. Oh, not shine, sorry. Whichever decides it wants to show up first. There's 3-star rock. It doesn't have any of the fossils. It doesn't have lava tar. 2-star fire. That's got Fennekin. 3-star grass. Nope. Alright, what have we got this time? There's a 4-star with electric types in there. Ooh. That's a possibility. But I want to guarantee there is an Alolan Raichu in there. And just Raichu alone doesn't guarantee the Alola form. Okay. 4-star electric, maybe? What's this one? That's got Tyrant. Ooh, that's possible. I do need another Tyrant. What's this one? No? Okay, no, restart. Four-star poison. There is Skrelp. I do need a Skrelp. 3-star grass. Scovillain. The 4-star water. It's got Swampert. I do need that one eventually. See, originally I was planning to do it with the base game shinies first and then the DLC stuff. I might still try and do that. Oops, not the camera. But we'll see what happens. I don't even see an electric den. Yeah, again. Either Charmander or Alolan Raichu are my targets. I've not seen either of them. There's a rock type. Oh, it's not a battle zone. It is a battle zone, actually. Oh, it's 4-star electric, but it's a battle zone. Alright. 3-star Psychic. There's Chingling. What's in this 4-star Dragon? There's a Skrelp and a Cyclizar. 4-star Fire. Pignite, Lampent, and Fletchinder. I've got all the... Oh! Oh. It's got Toxel and Helioptile. I do need both of those, but they're not my targets at the moment. Okay, 3-star Fire. Nope. What was it? 2-star Fire. Okay, we got a Charmander. I don't see an Alolan Raichu, so we're gonna do this one. So I need to get a donut that has a really long reset time. So I need to get 2 Charmander shinies. This one, Sparkling Power Psychic level 3. Either I'll save that for the Lattes or a Alolan Raichu, whichever one shows up first. And it'll more than likely be Raichu, because I can actually reroll to get that one. Ooh. Oh, you've got Sparkling Power all types as well. It's got 26 minutes on. Hold on. Where's the nearest Pokemon over here? Let me just make a backup save, because I think I might want to use this. Okay. If I have this Sparkling Power all types level 2 enabled, I can get those Charmander way faster. I might even run into them just looking through the zone. So not this one, but this one. It's also Alpha Power level 2, so I could get a shiny Alpha Charmander if I'm lucky. Oh no. In one of these areas. The sewers. Okay. So there's some Charmander over there. Check down here. There's Litleo over here. Alright. There we go. Knocked out 4 at once. I think I'll save about here. I don't know how long they'll take to spawn in, but I do have level 2 Sparkling Power all types, so hopefully, fingers crossed, they show up really quickly. And there's also Novel and Litleo in the area, so I don't really want to get more shinies of those. I just want 2 shiny Charmander. But at least with this one, because I've got Alpha Power level 2, I have a chance of getting a shiny Alpha Charmander. And that one will obviously become my Charizard. Again, I don't know how long it takes for them to spawn in. Like, I think it was like up to 5 minutes it could take. At least they were all in a confined space, so I could just knock them all out at once. Too bad that Alpha was a bit too tanky. Probably because it had max HP. I'm pretty sure that's the case for all Alphas. They just have 2-2 EVs in their HP stat. Which is the thing that makes them extra tanky. Okay. I think one other thing I wish they added to this DLC, I wish they added different ways for us to hold our keystone, besides just the Mega Bracelet. Because Generation 6, they gave us so many different visuals of different keystones. Like, there was glasses, an anchor, a pen note. Heck, in the anime, Cynthia has a lipstick, like a lipstick thing, with a keystone attached to it. Like, why can't we have more than just a bracelet? Like, I would have thought maybe if we wore the outfits of these characters, we'd be able to have their Megastone animations. That would have been really cool. I think that's a missed opportunity right there. We could have just copied their animations because we wear their clothes. I mean, unless something new comes out, I'm probably going to be sticking with the Canary cosplay. Because that's my 3 phases in this game. The Gothic Lolita, the Gyaru, and now the cosplayer. Also, I didn't see what I had that saved on. Let's see then. Sleep again. Okay. Okay, I think that was a good save. I think that was a good save. So with all of the shiny rolls I've got right now, I think it was a total of 7 extra shiny rolls. It should not take long at all. Also, Alpha Power level 2, so I know I said already, but a higher probability that I could get a shiny Alpha Charmander. So once I get the first one, then I've got to quickly knock out all the other ones. Although I guess I should just use Earthquake on all of them straight away, just so it's easier to catch if an Alpha does show up. I think, yeah, once I've gotten these 2 Charmander, that'll be all the Kanto starters done. Just need to get 2 Charmander, and that's the Kanto starters done for me. And that's halfway to completing all of the starters. I also still think it was a massive missed opportunity to not bring in Typhlosion, Samurott, and Superior. Because it feels weird just having some starter trios being incomplete with their Megas. With Hisuian forms, I didn't really care too much, because they weren't in Hisui, so how would they get the forms? But with Mega Evolutions, how did those 3 get the Megas, but not the other 6? Well, other 3. Like, personally, it didn't make much sense. Because I've been hoping, like, when Legends EA was announced, I was really hoping we'd get a Grass and Steel Superior. But of course, we never got it. I still really wish the starters were different. I mean, as much as I love Mega Meganium, I kind of wish we had different starters still. And then they just threw in all the Johto starters anyway. You know, they should have just had all the starters with Mega Evolutions. At the very least, the ones between Gens 1 and 6. Because after that, you can't really make Megas for super recent starters. I mean, they did make Megas for recent Pokemon. Especially quite a few in Gen 9 already have Megas. When it comes to the starters, I think the first 6 generations at the very least should have had them. Because we already got the Kalos starters, we have the Hoenn starters, the Kanto starters, they just needed Johto and Unova. Instead of doing all 6 of them, they just did a mix between them. So I hope if we get another game that has Mega Evolution and introduces new ones, then I really hope that they bring those ones in. And I know it wouldn't really make much sense, like lore-wise, but maybe we could use Ange being the source of these new megas. Because in a way, that was almost the ultimate weapon. Maybe the light of ruin from Ange colliding with the Nihilite. Maybe that caused a few more stones to start emerging. Who knows? I mean, I'd love to see it. Just having a few more collections getting completed with their megas. Ugh. Oh, one thing I'm also thinking of doing, since home compatibility is not far away, more than likely, I think I'm going to get my shiny Zeraora, make it a Ribbon Master, because obviously once it's in ZA, we can't send it back, so I might as well give it as many ribbons as possible. And they're all Sword and Shield ribbons. Thankfully, I don't have to deal with the Master Rank ribbon this time. Thankfully, since the only way you can have a mythical enter is by having like a certain regulation set, and Sword and Shield is eternally locked into one that doesn't allow mythicals, and Zeraora doesn't transfer into Scarlet and Violet, so I don't have to worry about that ribbon. I do have to worry about the Battle Tower though, but yeah, that's not going to be too hard. Just have to defeat Leon, since I've already got Master Rank there. So yeah, I should probably be thinking about what my schedule's going to be for this week. Um, so tomorrow, if it shows up on the eShop, I'm going to be getting Five Nights at Freddy's Secret of the Mimic on the Switch, and finally play the game. I would have played it on release day, like on the PC release, but when I did try and play it, I couldn't get past the opening cutscene. The game just kept crashing, so I was forced to refund the game because it wasn't working. I'll get it on PC when the VR update happens. Oh god, that was 3 Alpha Charmander! Okay. So, me my artistic brain. I think when it comes to my model, I think I'll give it different outfits, depending on which month I'm streaming. So obviously, having a sweater for the time makes sense. For January, February, I might stick with this outfit for January, but without Christmas hat. I'll have a look through the customization options and see what might work during January. Because I've got a few outfits I could swap between. Alpha. So I think with the 5 stars, obviously my main priority for those, just get all the exclusives as quickly as I can. Then once I get all those exclusives, I never have to look at the 5 stars again. So I might have to make myself a small list of all those exclusive to the 5 star distortions. I mean, I could probably just look at Cerebi and it would tell me. Okay, let me have a look on Cerebi. Oh no. Space Lumios. Encounters that are exclusive to 5 stars. Um, this one maybe? Ah, here we go. 5 star. Okay, so encounters that are exclusive to the 5 stars. That's 4 star or higher. Here we go. So there's Aerodactyl. I see Porygon 2, Porygon Z, all the Rotom forms, Hisui and Sliggoo, Hisui and Goodra, Avalugg, Hisui, the Frigibax family, and Gimmighoul. So there's a few exclusives in there. Gimmighoul will be a pain. I've seen it a couple of times. I haven't shiny hunted it yet, though. The problem, it's hard to tell. If only they just made the chest blue instead of red, I would have preferred that as the shiny. And then Goldengo does that but turn completely silver as well. That was such a missed opportunity for a good shiny. But they completely butchered it. Like, it's been a long time since they were able to choose what the shinies look like, and they still chose to make it the worst possible thing. If they weren't going to change the main body, at least just change the color of the chest. At least then we'd be able to tell. I mean, yeah, it'll probably sparkle, but I'll still have to get somewhat close to it to see the sparkle. And Gimmighoul runs away. So that won't be fun. And you can't find Wild Guldengo. You have to find the Gimmighoul. I'm glad I put Shiny Power on this, because even with only 4 spawns, it's still taking a while. So depending on what Charmander shows up first, will determine whether it'll be a Charmeleon or a Charizard. If it's an Alpha first, it's 100% being my Charizard. If it's not, it'll probably just be a Charmeleon. I mean, best case scenario, I get 2 shiny Alpha Charmander. Worst case scenario, I just get 2 regular shiny Charmander. I'll still be fine with it, because it will complete the line. Ay, ay, ay. So I think I'll keep going at this for another half an hour. Nope. The sparkling items, I keep thinking that the Charmander shined for a second. Ugh, I need to sit up. Ugh. Okay. Okay. Alpha. I also kind of wish that donut powers were not RNG based. I wish there was just like a set recipe to guarantee a sparkling power. Because at the moment, these recipes we have, they can only give a good chance at sparkling power. Like with sandwiches in. Although I guess that's probably why they did it. To try and nerf shiny sandwiches, they made shiny donuts worse. Because shiny sandwiches in Scarlet and Violet, you guarantee the sparkling powers. Maybe that's why you can only have a chance at them in ZA. Okay. Nope. So, yeah, after I've gotten Charmander, I mean, I think I'll probably just focus on a different Pokemon from the base game. And save Alolan Raichu for later, because I'll still probably look at a list of the base game Pokédex and just hunt in that order. Just because my boxes are no longer organized in regional dex order, so it might be a bit of a pain. Do need to get Dynamo and Electric as well. I've seen a few of those sitting around. Shame. Oh, that's two alphas. Nope. Oh, three Alpha Charmander again. Can one of those be shiny, please? Two Alpha Charmander. Yeah, 100%. I'm gonna try and get the two remaining Charmander in here. Absolutely no doubt. Don't catch one, knock out all of the rest, rinse and repeat until the second shiny shows up after that. Yeah, I've literally the only game I've played for the past 5 days has just been ZA. I've not really touched any other game. I'll go back to Sonic Racing Cross Worlds when the Nights update happens for the festival. I already missed out on one festival. I don't want to miss out on another one. Nope. As long as the two shinies show up before I finish up for the day, I'll be happy. If only one shows up before the end, then I'll just hunt the other one in my own time. There's an alpha. Nope. Also, I remember seeing some, like, for some reason in the Game Awards, Mario Kart World somehow beat Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. Don't know how that managed to happen, but luckily, I couldn't really give a shit about those award shows, because, well, it's not really going to change my opinion on the games. I still personally think Sonic Racing Cross Worlds is better than Mario Kart World, because they offer more content. Because I couldn't care less about an open world if it's boring. I'd rather teleport all over the place. That's why I prefer open zone. It's got the idea of open world, but you're not endlessly wandering around everywhere. You just teleport places. See, when that Knights Festival eventually happens in Cross Worlds, I'm probably going to stream it. Knowing me, I'm more than likely going to stream it. I just need to know when it's going to happen. Sometime this month. But there's only like 16 days left this month. So it's got to be within the next 2 weeks, at the very least. For all we know, it could be next week. Because there's only 10 days till Christmas. So you would think they would either have the Knights Festival ready before Christmas or immediately after Christmas. Who knows? Oh, also, interestingly enough, on that topic of Christmas, me and Mama Harvey did a bit of scavenging through eBay to try and look for some Swampert Pokemon cards. And if I remember correctly, we basically ordered a copy of every single Swampert card besides one. Because that last one was the most expensive out of all of them. I think it was Swampert EX from... I think it was Team Aqua versus Team Magma. I think it was like the first swamp. Either it was the first or the second Swampert DX. It might have been the second one. But it was the most expensive. Compared to all the other ones, this one for some reason it was just a lot of money. And I wasn't going to buy it graded because I want to put it in my binder. But yeah, besides that one Swampert EX card, we basically ordered every single Swampert card that exists. And it kind of came about because we went to a trading card show on yesterday, and I went before the stores that had a bunch of the Pokemon cards there. Mama Harpy found 4 different Venusaur cards, because her favorite is Bulbasaur. There you go, Venusaur. My favorite Marshtomp. I found an e-reader series, I think it was E-series or just Ruby and Sapphire, but it was an E-series Mudkip and Marshtomp. I think they were E-series anyway. They had the bit code to scan through the e-reader. And yet the only Swampert card I could find was, well, in the West, it's known as a Pop Series card. But in Japan, which is what this one was, it was a McDonald's promo card of the Pop Series card. So not only did I find a Swampert card, I found one of the most rare versions. And I was fine with that. Even if it was the only Swampert card I could find, I was fine with it. So we did also find the Mega Swampert EX card. Because surprisingly, only one of those exists. Like, as a promo tin card. I mean, now that Mega Evolution's returning to TCG, I really hope one of the future sets is focused on the Hoenn starters and just brings back Mega Swampert to the TCG. Because I will collect the shit out of those packs until I get my boy. I'm not even kidding. I will continuously buy packs until I pull the Mega Swampert. And since it's going to be in a newer set, it's probably going to have multiple variants, so I'll probably spend a lot on that set. Because if there's a regular version, there'll probably be a full art, there'll probably be an ultra rare version. I'll be opening those packs for a long time. But to make things interesting, I will probably do handcam streams to open them when they eventually do happen. But until they do, don't hold your hopes up too much. Because for the time being, I don't have any plans to do another handcam stream. First one was opening those V cards, second one was carving that pumpkin. I have no idea what I'll do next. If I do for some reason get another booster box of V cards, I could do that. But getting a master set of V cards, it's not really feasible. Just because, yeah, I get their limited time things, but even with like other stuff, like Pokemon cards and stuff, they're not exclusive to an online store. They'll still be in other stores, so you can still get them. And you can't just buy individual packs or blister packs, you have to buy a booster box. I guess that's what kind of makes it a little less appealing to collect cards. Just because you can't buy them in small batches, you have to buy them in massive batches. And I'm probably not. I want to give you the special scan I just got. Oh! Throw my way, what'd you get? Did you get one of the mythicals? One of the lattes, maybe? I'm gonna guess Latias. Did you get Latias? Frigiback Slime plus Hisuian Sliggoo. Okay. You need to shiny hunt all of those. If you can, with the limited time you have, you need to get 5 different shinies, or at the very least, 2 different shinies from there. Because that is a really good one. If I was in there, obviously I'd probably prioritize Frigibacks. I don't know, wait, does Sliggoo run away, or does it just stand there? Like the normal. I would assume it probably runs away, right? I mean, I'm just surprised you could even hunt the Hisuian forms to begin with. It makes sense that Quillfish is there, because it was just put in the base DLC, but I've already got them shiny from other games. I mean, that's fair. In my case, if I do find that, I'm going to be shiny hunting a lot. Just because of my little self-imposed challenge. I mean, I do have them? Yeah, I got Hisuian Gudra and Excalibur and Scarlet and Violet. But I'm still going to do it here. 2 alphas. I just wish it was possible to re-roll the 5 stars. Just because they're clearly predetermined. It doesn't matter what people have done. It's always been determined instantly. It's been predetermined. You can't re-roll them. It's not random. So I really need to get lucky with Gibigool again. Once I find it, I need a sparkling power sandwich, or just not sandwich, a donut that has a really long time frame, and I might do the respawn and reset method for Gibigool. Because I do need 2 of them. Since I am going for the living form decks. Well, shiny living decks, even. I'm going for some forms, but only the ones that actually are form changes. Or just regional forms, or gender forms. I'm not doing palette swap forms or model size changing forms. So if I'm getting Squawkabilly, whichever one I get first, that's the only one I get. But preferably I'd want to get the green one, since that's like the default color. It's 10 minutes left. Oh, surely we can get this shiny within 10 minutes. I think if I don't get it in 10 minutes, I'll just keep going until I get it. If I've gotten this far, it would be a bit of a buzzkill in a way. Just end the hunt without getting it on stream. Oh yeah, also, when home compatibility is eventually a thing, I'm probably gonna find a way to just throw in my Mudkip into the secondary save file, just so I can play through the game with its 1 minute. And I also hope that Game Freak actually listens to the audience and finds a way to implement the Mega Stones without forcing ranked battles onto us. Because all those who don't have online, they can't get the Mega Stones. The big issue right there. So they need to come up with a failsafe. AKA like a future-proofing. Like, maybe upgrade the store in Quasartico for the extra Mega Stones. Upgrade the store in the Stone Emporium to get the extra Mega Stones. It would just make sense. Just update the stores in an update. And just have those extra Mega Stones. Or put a store in, make an extra Hyperspace hole that can distribute them. Because from what I've heard, that's how they're going to do it for Garchomp Z. So why not just do it like that? If you have the Pokemon registered in the Pokédex, then there should just be an option to receive the stone from a store. Like, maybe if you have like the Pokemon in your party, then you go to the Quasartico building to try and buy a stone. Then they'll say like, oh, you've got that Pokemon in your party, have this free on the house, and you just get their Mega Stone. At least that way, people don't have to go through all the extra effort. And it future-proofs the game. And clearly it's not all the Megas, just the Carlos starters, the Hoenn starters, and Baxcalibur. But they better not. I mean, from what it seems like, I don't think they're going to do anymore. It's probably just going to end with the Hoenn starters. It should have ended with the Kalos starters. They shouldn't have done it anymore. Because what was the point in announcing Baxcalibur's Mega, but then we aren't able to use it for a super long time? I don't even know when the next season even starts for Baxcalibur. But when I do get it, I'm probably never going to use it. I mean, sure, it looks kind of cool, but I don't really care that much for Baxcalibur to begin with. And also, I've basically been... Do I need help with something? Yeah? If it's a trade thing, I don't think I can help with that since I'm in hyperspace, but hopefully I can get the shiny soon. But what's up? What's up? Hmm? I have a rogue Mega Arena and can't tell what the Pokemon is. Oh, okay, that I can help with. Just send the screenshot on the Discord. I'll have a look. I'll have a look. Do, 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 do. Yeah, just pop it in the Pokemon channel, I guess, and they'll see what it is. Okay, let's see. Is that Altaria? Oh. Yeah, I was wondering why Orphamega had a new account all of a sudden. Did they forget the details of the old account or something? Pokédex. Yeah, Chiaki, I think that's Mega Altaria. The icon looks very similar. You've got Mega Altaria there. So, I guess Fairy or Steel types? Mega Marwell could probably help out there. Long story, I'll explain another. Ah, gotcha. Wouldn't have thought it would have taken this long with a Sparkling Power. Sparkling Power, all types, level 2. I think that's... Well, it should be a total of 6 extra rerolls, including the Shiny Charm. The odds should be pretty decent. We're getting 4 spawns at a time. I need to get 2 Shiny Charmander. Nope. So maybe when the Shiny does show up, I might use Earthquake to knock them all out. And then when they're in the catch window, I'll save, and then just try and catch the Charmander. So at least that way, they all get knocked out at the same time. So they'll all respawn at the same time. Then I can just go right back into getting a second Charmander. Two alphas. So also, yeah. Fingers crossed that Secret of the Mimic does actually show up tomorrow on the eShop. And I also kind of hope there's a free upgrade for Switch 2. I just kind of hope the FNAF games, at least the Click Team versions, get Switch 2 upgrades. Just for the use of mouse controls. Because that's really all those games need. Just access to the mouse. And then, trust me, those games would be so much better if we could just use a mouse. Because we have the mouse con for a reason. And then not being able to use them in the game that primarily use like a mouse. I mean, I guess it makes sense why the Steelwool games weren't updated on the Switch for Switch 2. Because they just want to focus on their up-to-date projects. But I mean, I wouldn't think it would be too difficult. They just have to upgrade the assets with the high quality ones. Oh, a whole quartet of Alpha Charmanders. Ugh. Yeah, with the FNAF Switch games, the only ones I expect to get a Switch 2 upgrade would be the Click Team versions. Steelwool games, well, I get the feeling that the next Steelwool game will probably be on the Switch 2. Or at the very least, get a Switch 2 upgrade. Because it makes sense why Secret of the Mimic didn't get it, since the game released long before the Switch 2 did. So it wouldn't make sense to focus on a Switch 2 version when the release dates between the two were more than half a year. So yeah, I don't expect a Switch 2 upgrade on Secret of the Mimic. I will still try and find a way to play it though. I might try and play it on stream. I don't even know if I'll even finish the game, because I've never finished a FNAF game. I know that sounds weird, but I've genuinely never actually finished a FNAF game. I think with Sister Location, I probably could have done it if it wasn't for Nightfall, the one with the mini arenas. Because that one I could never figure out. And I genuinely probably could have made it past that if it wasn't for the mini arenas being so damn difficult. Help Wanted. Yeah, it's probably just Funtime Freddy that causes me issues. I think if I could get past Funtime Freddy, I could probably do all the other ones relatively easily. Then again, I wouldn't know. I've never actually attempted them yet. Oh, one thing I am planning to do, hopefully by the end of this year, when I get my paycheck, I am going to buy a Quest 3. I was originally going to have that as a Christmas thing, but I remembered. I get paid, I can just buy it myself. So, with my next paycheck, I'm more than likely just gonna buy Quest 3 headset. And fingers crossed, I don't have to rebuy anything. I'm not gonna do like a side loader thing this time. I'm just gonna have it like I'm not gonna mod it because I feel like that might have mucked up my last one somehow. Oh, it was Cloudburb. Hey, why did it not show up on this? Oh, there it is. Yeah, I was right. I told you. Yeah, once I do get the Quest 3, I think it's like 3S. That's the latest one. Like, I know Meta is not normally the thing you want to support, but I'm only doing it because relatively cheap VR headset. Because I'm not going to buy one that's a PC exclusive one, because those go into the 4 digits. If it was including like full body tracking and stuff, maybe. But I prefer the standalone headsets and then just linking it to the PC because it's the same effect but cheaper. But my Quest 2 has it's seen better days. Like it's gotten to the point where the controllers don't even connect the majority of the time. And again, once I get my second monitor and the Quest 3, I will try again with VR games. But I have to try and have as little apps on as possible because that uses a lot of memory. VTube Studio and Opera take up a lot of memory, so when I do VR games, I'm not going to have those enabled. I'll probably just have a PNG of my model with a VR headset on. And then that's basically the visual will be. If I'm in VR chat, then it won't matter because I can just use an in-game camera on my model. I need to get a new model for VR chat as well. I've not had a reason to play VR chat in a long time, so yeah, I've not played it in a long time, so there's no reason for me to get a new model. I wanted to get like a custom Harpy model, but couldn't find anything that would really work. I mean, yeah, I could probably buy one, but to start with, I need to actually play with VR chat before I consider getting a new model on there. Even if it's just a custom model. I mean, I tried, like, fully creating my own, but I could never figure it out. Mainly because I could never get the textures to work, just so it was usable for the quest. think that's the most annoying part when it comes to making the models, just making them work on Quest. Maybe at some point I'll figure it out. But until then, I haven't had a reason to boot up VR chat again. I mean, honestly, I might give it another chance once I get my new headset. Just so I can get used to the VR environment again. Maybe I'll see if Prodigy's available for another Power Wash Simulator session. Well, the Power Wash Simulator 2 is releasing soon. I hope it gets a VR mode. That'd be nice. I mean, I could have a look on the Steam page if it has one yet. If it has one, it has VR enabled. Wait, has an option? I'll have a look now. If it has VR in the settings, like in the category stuff, Power Wash Simulator 2. About the same price as the first game. Oh, it's already out. Okay. And there's a demo, so I could try it if I want to. Online co-op, that's good. But I want to know if it will get a VR mode. Doesn't mention anything VR related. Yeah. Yeah, from the looks of it, Power Wash Sim 2 doesn't have a VR mode. Maybe I can see if they've got any plans to add a VR mode. Or at least like make a Power Wash Simulator 2 on the Quest. Hmm. Okay, so it looks like the first one might have had VR support, but they don't have to make a completely new, separate version. They just need to have a mode in the game for VR. So honestly, I found it easier to control in VR. I've seen how it like works outside of VR. I'd say it's still a missed opportunity. They don't have to have a completely separate app on the Quest. They just need to have a different mode on the base game. It doesn't cost anything. Sucks, but I don't think I'll do Power Wash Sim 2 then. Because there's a bunch of VR games I do want to try out still. Again, I'll still need to wait until I get my new headset before I do anything about that. FNAF VR is a good thing to try out. I wanted to. Maybe Secret of the Mimic once its VR update happens. I mean, honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if somebody made a VR mod just for Power Wash Simulator 2. Because it wouldn't be the first time people have made VR mods. Oh, I just realised that. Oh. So it looks like Power Wash Simulator, the first one, originally did have VR support, but they discontinued it. If Steelwolf Studios could do it for the majority of their games, and it's a much smaller audience than Power Wash. I mean, is it smaller? I mean, I don't know. I might be just talking out my ass here, but I don't know. I might be getting all facts mixed up now. I don't know. I mean, worst case scenario, or best case scenario, someone just makes a mod for it. Or they just do what they did for the first game and just create a separate app on the Quest. Sucks I never got to try it out. Hmm. I don't know. I'll have to look for some other VR games out there. I guess that's what I enjoyed about VR chat, because there was so many different like consumer created games that you could just experience there. I think my issue, besides the fact that you need to have someone to enjoy the game with without getting boring, is that there's too many kids on there. That they need to be booted from it. I think that's another thing that put me off. There was just too many crotch goblins in there. And as much as I normally hate age verification, I normally give an exception to VR chat. Even though it's probably a bad thing to give exceptions, I don't want to have to deal with a game that should only be played by adults that have kids in there. If it's an adult only thing, that would make it a lot better. Yeah. I mean, wouldn't it be cool to experiencing me be absolutely terrified in a VR horror game? I mean, Phasmophobia, that's got a VR mode. If I could do Phasmophobia VR with some friends, that'd be interesting. Of course, I'd probably have to have like motion sickness wristbands on. Because last time I tried to do Phasmophobia in VR, I was feeling ill afterwards because of motion sickness. Yep, I mentioned Phasmophobia's VR mode. Yeah, I do have Phasmophobia, I've just not played it in a while. Again, as another game you kind of need a friend group for to fully enjoy it. I think the last time I played it, I got absolutely obliterated. So, do you have a VR to go with it? I mean, I'm not expecting you to, don't worry, but it's an interesting experience, Phasmophobia in VR. don't. Ah, it's alright. Yeah, the headsets are quite pricey these days, so I don't blame you. A couple £100 to get a decent VR headset. And I would say Quest 2 is a reasonable one to get, but I think Quest 2 is on its way out, so the Quest 3 is probably where it's at for the cheapest VR headset. Why is this taking so long? Let me double check what the shiny odds are. Sparkling Power. I've got 1 in 638 odds with Sparkling Power level 2 and a shiny charm. So 1 in 600. Those odds are still really good. Yeah, I've not found anything yet. So yeah, it's still on that topic like VR stuff. Once I get my new headset, I'll use that as an opportunity to play VR games on stream again. I mean, maybe eventually I'll do like motion capture stuff, but that's like way into the future of doing. Because motion capturing stuff is expensive. Like, really expensive. That's way out of my budget. That's literally way above any budgets I've got at the moment. Oh. Close to past now. Alright. I think if I don't get the shiny before 9:30, which is about 13 minutes, I think, then I might finish up with a bit of a disappointing end with no shiny Charmander. But I will still try and get it off stream. I'm only thinking of finishing up soon because I still want to have a sleep schedule. I might not have that many shifts left this month, but I still want to have a sleep schedule going on. Also, one thing I'm thinking of. I wonder if there's going to be like any more games that have mouse controls on the Switch too. I think Professor Layton of New World of Steam is going to get one. It's getting a Switch 2 edition. I remember the game got delayed. Originally, it was supposed to come out this year, but they delayed it to next year. My guess, maybe the Switch 2 edition ended up causing the game to be delayed. It wouldn't surprise me. But I'm still gonna get the Switch 2 edition regardless. As long as it's fully physical, if it's a keycard, I'm going to have a crash out. Because the Layton games have always been on physical media. The only time they became digital only was their remasters on iOS for the original games. But besides that, they've always had a physical version. The DS, the 3DS, even the Switch's only game at the moment, which is just a deluxe version of the last 3DS game, it's still got a physical copy. So they better not cheap out and make it a keycard, because I'll be so annoyed. Because I've got everything else physical besides the crossover with Phoenix Wright. I don't have that one yet, but maybe I'll play it on stream one day if if I get a 3DS capture card. Yeah, if I get a 3DS capture card and then Layton and Phoenix write that game, I'll probably play that on stream. I'll make sure to let Prodigy know. I know how much he loves the Phoenix Wright series, or Ace Attorney series. Alright, 10 minutes. If I don't find it within 10 minutes, then we're gonna finish up empty-handed. Please just shine. No. One of the interesting thing I think of the anime My Hero Academia that actually recently ended last Saturday. Like the main series, the main story's anime finally ended, and I'm looking forward to when the OVA releases that has like extra chapters at the end, because there were bonus chapters at the end of the manga. So I'm hoping they get like created into an OVA. Because I feel like they'll do that and then do some anime original content to add more to it. And then, fingers crossed, maybe we could get a Vigilantes movie. And I don't think we'd probably get another movie for the main story. Even though I'm pretty sure Horikoshi said he wanted 6 total movies. I don't know how they would do another movie for the main story. I can see them doing a Vigilantes movie. Possibly 2 Vigilantes movies. I mean, that could be it. They could just do 2 Vigilantes movies. But I don't see them doing movies for what they consider a spin-off. Even though Vigilantes is very clearly a prequel series. Like, not the prequel series, but it takes place before the events of MHA, so that's why I could still see it possibly getting at least 1 movie. Because I think it's probably going to get 4 seasons, based on how long the manga lasted. Had 15 volumes in the manga. And for the main story of MHA, that many volumes, 15 volumes, got about 4 seasons worth. So I could see up to 4 seasons for Vigilantes alone. And with team-up missions, that's another manga spin-off. That one, yes, that I do see that as an actual spin-off. I can see that one maybe getting 2 seasons. Probably smaller seasons, but still 2 seasons. Or maybe just 1 season of 25. Because I think they've got 6 volumes for team-up missions. I don't have all of them yet, because I don't think all of them have released in English yet. Ugh, I need to sit up. Oh, my back. Ugh. Nope. Alright, closing in on 5 minutes. If we don't get this Charmander within 5 minutes, then I'll just have to get it in my own time. It still doesn't show. I know it's only 4 Pokemon spawning in, but I mean, then again, when I did Tepig, that one took a long time with only 4 spawns. But this time, my odds have increased. With that Tepig, I didn't have any boosted odds besides the Shiny Charm. I think one game I did kind of want to try out on stream would be Beat Saber, but I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be able to do that. Just because a lot of the songs that are used in Beat Saber are very much copywritten songs, so I don't think I would be able to play Beat Saber on stream. Oh yeah, that reminds me, I was considering doing a karaoke stream at some point, but I don't know when I would do that. That's still on the back burner though. I don't know if I really am going to do a karaoke stream. But it's just an idea I've had. Okay, 4 minutes. Yeah, I know it's like 1 minute until it's 2 hours 30 on the stream, but it's still 4 minutes until... Make that 3 minutes until it's half past. So 3 more minutes, and then we'll see what happens. Oh yeah, with my living decks, the one that has like all the legendaries in there, and since I'm shiny hunting the only huntable legendaries, I might I'll either get a second save file to just catch the extra ones, or I just won't bother, even with a second save file. There's a good chance I might just not even bother, because by the time home transfer is a thing, that living dex is staying in home. And then the legendaries will just have their own box. Like, I'll keep all the legendaries in the game, and maybe I'd be able to complete all the home tasks. I'd still need to probably send up the ones I do have as shiny, just so I can complete the mission. Makes me wonder, what would the home dex completion reward be for Legend ZA? I feel like it would have to be one of the the Carlos mythicals. That just makes the most sense. The only time the mythical rule was exempt was in Legends Arceus, because there wasn't any new mythicals. So they just put Enamorus in there. Hooper? Yeah, Hooper is definitely more than likely, actually. Hooper is 100% more than likely. Since out of all the mythicals in this game, Hooper is the only one that actually has some importance. Diancie is thrown in as a mystery gift event, and what is it? Volcanion has probably one of the worst battle arenas in the series. I hope it was just a glitch and they forgot to actually have the model in, but it was one of the worst battle arenas in any Pokemon game. Not even just the 3D ones. In all of them. Well, besides Gens 1 and 2, because they didn't have that concept yet. Okay, I guess excluding the first 4 generations, because none of those really had battle arenas. Gen 5 kind of had battle arenas, but it was Gen 6 when they finally started actually doing arenas. But yeah, this is Volcanian's battle arena is the worst in the franchise. It was just a black void. That was it. Like, we couldn't have at least seen what the basement looked like. Like, even if it was just a generic lab looking area, it's better than a black void. Because if it's because it's dark, then why can I still see my character, my Pokemon, Volcanion? At the very least, there is now a way to constantly get Volcanions. And we're still missing some mythical Pokemon on the Switch. I think it's Celebi and Victini, and I guess with readily available mythicals, I guess that also includes Zeraora and Zarude as well, funny enough. Oh wait, no, Zeraora is actually does have. Never mind, ignore me for that Zeraora comment. Just Zarude, because Zeraora is available in this game, so that would make sense. I mean, maybe the next game will have a way to easily catch Zarude, Celebi, and Victini. Maybe the next Legends game will do that, because apparently it's going to be in Galar, so Zarude would make sense. And I just realized we went way past half past because I was talking so much. Okay, so I'm gonna call it there for the day. So we got a decent amount of shinies. Too bad we couldn't get the Charmander in time, but for now at least, this has been BiriboFukuro signing off. Bye bye.